Good morning, children. I welcome you once again. So today we're going to continue with the chapter 4-digit numbers, part 2. In the last class, we learned how 4-digit numbers are formed, their place value, the expanded form. Today we're going to learn a lot more. Are you all excited? Yes. So now let's have a look over the place value chart. So as we all know, 4-digit numbers have 4 digits in them. Starting from the right hand side, they are ones place, tens place, hundreds place and thousands place. So the 4th digit here occupies the place of thousands, which is represented as capital T followed by H. So what have you learned today? You have learned that the 4th place value in a 4-digit number is represented by capital T followed by small h. Now, moving on to place value. We have been talking all this while about place value. Can you please tell me what place value actually means? Yeah. Can you have a look at the birds on this tree? They all hold a special place, isn't it? Yes, of course. So do the digits in all these different numbers that are shown over here. 3 holds a special place in the number 35. 5 holds a special place in the number 235. And similarly, 1 holds a special place in the number 1235. So, what is exactly a place value? Place value is nothing but a specific place a digit holds in a number. So now let's take an example of a 4-digit number, that is 5768. So today we're going to learn how to find out the place value of a digit in its number. So my first question to you is, what is the place value of 5 in the number 5768? How do you find that? First and foremost, write down the place value on the numbers starting from the right hand side. That would be a lot easier. So 5 is in the thousands place. So 5 into 1000 is 5000. So what is the place value of 5? 5 is 5000. Now, what is the place value of 8? 8 is in its ones place. So 8 into 1 is equal to 8. So the place value of 8 would be 8. Now, can you all tell me what is the place value of 6 in this number? Yes, as you can see, 6 is in which place? It's in the tens place. So 6 into 10 makes 60. So the place value of 6 would be 60. What is the place value of 7 in this number? 7 is in its hundreds place. So 7 into 100 is 700. So the place value of 7 is 700. So next we learned what is face value. Face value is the actual value of the digits itself. It does not change and it remains the same. Let's take an example of a 4-digit number, say 6790. How do you find the face value of the digits in this number? Now, what would be the face value of 6 in the number 6790? Obviously, it would be 6 because the face value of a digit does not change. What is the face value of 0 in this number? The face value of 0 is 0. Any guesses? What's the face value of 9? Yes, it is indeed 9. And what is the face value of 7? The face value of 7 remains 7. So, what have we learned today? We have learned about face value, and that face value of a number does not change. In the first session, we learnt about expanded form, which means that you expand the number according to the place value. Now we're going to learn how to find out the short form or the standard form of a number. Now let's take the example 4000 plus 300 plus 80 plus 8. So This is an expanded form that has been given to you. How do you find its short form or standard form? The easiest way is, first, write down the place values. As you can see, the first number is 4000, followed by 300, followed by 80, and then 8. So you have a thousands place, hundreds place, tens place, and ones place. Once you write down the place value, start writing the digits one below the other. So how many thousands do you see? You have 4 thousands, so you write down 4 in the thousands place. You have 3 hundreds, so you write 3 in the hundreds place. You have 8 tens, which make 80, so you have 8 in the tens place, and 8 ones, that is, you have 8 in the ones place. So the short form would be 4388. Let's go on to the next example, that is 9000 plus 90 plus 9. Similarly, you're going to write down the place values. So the starting number that you have is 9000. So we know that this number is a 4-digit number starting from the thousands place. So how many thousands do we have here? We have 9000. So the first digit would be 9. Next, do we have any hundreds? No, there is no hundred. So what do you put below the hundreds place? You simply put a 0. How many tens do you have? You have 9 tens that make 90. So you place 9 under the tens place. How many ones do you see? You see only 9 ones. So you have to place 9 in the ones place. So the short form of 9000 plus 90 plus 9 is 9099. Next, we move on to the example 5000 plus 100. Here, once again, we have a thousands place. So obviously, it's a 4-digit number. Now, how many thousands do you have here? You have 5 thousands. So 5 goes in the thousands place. Do you see any hundred? Yes, you have 100. So you place 1 in the hundreds place. We do not have a tens and a ones. So you simply put a 0 in the tens place and ones place. This is just an easier way to find out the short form or standard form, or you could just simply read out the number itself. For example, 4000 plus 300 plus 80 plus 8 would be 4388. Now we are going to learn how to count in thousands. As we earlier learned, 1000 is represented as a cube. So 1 cube would mean 1000. 2 cubes would mean 2000, 3 cubes would mean 3000, and 4 cubes would mean 4000. Now, we are going to learn how to count in twos and tens. What do you mean by counting in twos and tens? Counting in twos simply means adding a 2. So let's take the first example, 2457. So what's the easier way? You either add it in a rough column or you simply add it to the ones place. Since 2 is a 1-digit number, you add 2 to the ones place. So 7 plus 2 becomes 9. So the number becomes 2459. What's the next number? So 9 plus 2 would become 11. So you carry over and the number becomes 2461. Next, the 1 becomes 3, so it becomes 2463, plus 2 becomes 2465, followed by 2467. Isn't that pretty easy, children? Okay, now we move on to learning counting in tens. So, any guesses? Yes. Similarly, counting in tens would mean you simply add number 1 to the tens place, or you add 10 in the rough column and see. So let's do it quicker. So I am going to add 1 to the tens place. So what do we have here in the tens place? We have 1. So 4810 would become 4820. The tens place then becomes 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4, 4 becomes 5, and 5 becomes 6. So this is the easiest way to calculate. So next we learn about counting in hundreds and thousands. Wow, that's so exciting. So any guesses what's the trick? So counting in hundreds would mean you simply add 1 in the hundreds place, and counting in thousands would mean you simply add 1 to the thousands place. So let's take the example for counting in hundreds, that is 5372. So what are you going to add? You're going to add 1 to the hundreds place. So what do you have here in the hundreds place? You have 3. So 3 becomes 4. So the number 5372 becomes 5472. Now you add another 1 to the hundreds place. So 4 becomes 5. So it becomes 5572, then 5672, 5772, and 5872. Wow, that's so easy. Now we're going to learn how to count in thousands too. So what are you going to do? You're going to simply add a 1 to the thousands place. So look at the thousands place. 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4, 4 becomes 5, 5 becomes 6, and 6 becomes 7. So you're simply adding 1 to the thousands place. Thank you, children. I hope you enjoyed the session.